Good morning, TBE bowlers, family, and friends. Happy Wednesday. We're going to do our recap video today. It's a day later than normal, so thank you for joining me. Please leave your questions and comments on the video here, and I will respond to them as they come in. I want to thank you all for showing up and coming down for our tournament on Sunday, September 19th. We had 58 bowlers, and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You know, it was a great event. There were a few other events, so that's why our turnout was a little lower than expected, but it's actually what I predicted based on the events that were going on at the time. So thank you again. Before we get to our video, I want to thank our sponsors, Strike 12 Creations. Our champion this month won a free jersey, as we all know, from Strike 12. Also, Brunswick Bowling. We had 3 bowling balls on deck for the Beat the Beast side pot. Our champion. Also, if you go to tbebowling.com, I've posted videos, pictures, all the results, all the points are up there on tbebowling.com. You can see the Beat the Beast match there. I won't spoil anything. It was a very exciting match. So anyway, go there for that. And then Bob Essler was on hand again, handing out money in the scratch side pot. He $100 per game, paid to 3 places. So thank you to Bob again. For anyone that has coins, collectibles, questions, I mean, he's on hand at the events. He's there for any questions you may have. So please, thank you, Bob. Again, the bowlers appreciate the side pot just as much as what you said you did as well. You had enjoyed handing out all the prizes. So again, thank you to our sponsors, and we'll get to our video, and then I'll give you a recap of the scores. So here we go. Let's see. Title match features the number 4 seed or number 5 seed, Brian Howard. I'm trying to figure out exactly what seed he was. He was the number 4 seed. And Al Hahn was your 20 seed. This was an interesting event for our final because we had because of the turnout, we ended up not using 29 and 30 for qualifying. So what we ended up trying to do is we switched up the brackets and kept everybody off of this pair so that our final would have a fresh pair. So it was kind of an interesting dynamic. We really don't do this very often, but it was one of those situations. Hey, we can have a fresh pair for our finalists, and made it a little interesting. Let's see if I can't see the handicap. I think you can, but Al is a 32 handicap, and Bryant is a 29 handicap. Al's actually throwing an older ball, but it's a Brunswick ball. It's a kingpin. That orange ball, one of the kingpins, and I believe he got it in our tournament. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask him when I see him. We bowl week together on Sunday, so I got to ask him that. But he's liked that ball since he got it. I think it was like 3 years ago. And I think Brian's throwing a twist. Brian's son, Brandon, was telling me that he has a hard time throwing anything higher end than a twist or a urethane because of the way he hits it on the bottom. So bowling on the fresh pattern, I think that kind of gave Brian a little bit of a advantage. People with slower ball speeds or more hand tend to like the fresher patterns. But anyway, we had another good turnout with 58 bowlers. I'll scroll the cashers down here. Mute button. I had to cough there. My apologies. Anyway, going back to the turnout, it was pretty cool to see who advanced into the cashers positions, because we had, in the previous round, we had two ladies that finished third and fourth, and then we had a total of 5 cashers who were female, which is very cool. I mean, it was cool to see. There were, I believe, 19% of the field was women, but ended up being about almost 50% of them ended up cashing. So congratulations to all the ladies for a good showing in our events. I know there's a few ladies that I've tried to get to the tournaments, and they just, they always say, like, they don't, feel like they have a chance. But this event here was a good indicator that everybody has a chance in our events. Alhan again was your 20 seed. And he was out of cut until game 3. He went to 155, 180, and then pardon me, 233 to sneak into the cut. The cut after our 3 games, I believe, was 40. It was 44. 44 was the cut after qualifying. Opening round match for Al. He won 245 to 183 against David Regal. These are handicap scores. And then the next round defeated Steve Grossman, 232 to 182. And then James Carroll was his next opponent. He won 243 to 182. And then in the semifinal, bowled Kim Goodrich and won 222 to 190. Brian, on the other side of the bracket, in qualifying, started off really good with a 258 game, and then 190, 190, kind of stayed in cut there. He was your 4 seed. Opening round match. By a score of 215 to 177 against Jim Hutchinson. Then bowled his son in the next round, Brandon Howard, and won 209 to 168. Then bowled, I believe it's Brandon Howard's girlfriend, Jacqueline Azevedo, and won 262 to 215. And then in the semifinal, bowled Danielle Etter, won by a score of 243 to 176 to reach the finals today, or on Sunday. I want to send congratulations. We had lots of high scores. DJ Lawrence had front 10 for 288, and he won half of the Crazy 8 strike pot. And I was jokingly telling him, like, because of the frames that we drew, if he had shot 300, he would have taken the whole thing, because the one that he missed was the 12th frame of that game. But I want to congratulate Kim Goodrich. Kim's bowled every event this year and has not made cut. Struggled again to start, but then fired a 205 game with her handicap was enough to get into, just barely get into cut. And then from there, I mean, she just, she bowled really, really good. She struck out in the 10th in the first match against Ken Maxey Jr. to win by 1 pin, 260 to 259. Then I don't remember the details too much, but she won by 2 pins in the next round. I think she had to mark or strike in the 10th. I'm not sure, but she won 189 to 187. That was a close match. And then 253 to 191 against Adela Myers, and then reached the semifinal. Did not win, but congratulations, Kim Goodrich, on a good showing. I'll do the payouts for side pots. We paid 3 places. Game 1, your winner was 287 was Brian Howard. RJ Davis 281, Michael Gomez 267. Game 2, Amy Ridgway 265, and then James Carroll and Matt Wharton tied at 259. And then Game 3, Al Hahn 265, Michael Gomez and Kim Goodrich tied for the second and third place with 256. High Scratch Series, we paid 2 places. Your winner with 710 was Jim Hutchinson. And then DJ Lors shot 706 for second place. Strike draw winner was Dave Shiata, took $115. And your Eliminator, we paid 4 places. Josh Taylor, 241. Bob Drake, 232. Ken Maxey Jr., 226. And RJ Davis, 225. And again, DJ Lawrence took 50% of the pot we won. We had $160 because the pot was won completely last month. So we started fresh. We had 160. DJ took half of that with getting 7 of 8 strikes. So we're going to carry over $80 to our next event on October 17th. All right, below you'll find now the Scratch Side Pot winners, sponsored by Bob Essler. Again, thank you for joining me for this video. Leave your questions and comments. I'll get to them as they come in. You're watching the final of September 19th's Beast Eliminator. Al Hahn versus Brian Howard. You can get all the details, all the points, everything in regards to the tournament is uploaded to tbebowling.com. So I've already posted all the points. It's hard to see printouts and stuff, but I have those, and I'll be posting them at La Habra, but they're going to be on the website. They're on the website right now, tbebowling.com/points. Al's been a semifinalist, I think, on 2 occasions. So he's working his way up. Yeah, with clean back ends, the twist was that he's throwing, I think, is a much better option. He bowled me on the pair over on 27 and 28 for the ball, and he switched to urethane. And with the way that the lanes were broken down, he had a really good line as well. Probably better than the twist had. I mean, he really he played the lanes very well, very strong, and used the right ball for the situation and his game. So I want to congratulate Brian. Great bowling. Again, our next event is October 17th. There's only 3 more events until we have our invitational. So all the members, I was looking at the points, and it's a tight, very tight race. A lot of the champions are actually not in the top 8. So someone was asking me about how the breakdown is how it's going to work for the invitational and how the points work and everything. I have it, again, it's on the website, and you can read it there, but I'll explain it a little bit. The top 8 point earners at the end of the year are going to get automatically qualify for the cashers round in the invitational. So the invitational cashers round is going to consist of 20 bowlers. So the top 8 are going to qualify for that top 20 spot in the cashers round, which will be match play followed by step ladder. The other 50 bowlers, excuse me, it's nice and early this morning, get some coffee. The other 50 bowlers, so we're going to have a field of 60, sorry, it'll be 52 bowlers. So the top 60 in points are going to be invited to the invitational qualifier, where everybody pays the same entry, even the top 8 and then the top 60, they all pay the same entry into the tournament. But the people that are not in the top 8 that are qualifying, they're going to be playing for 12 spots. So 50 bowlers, 1 and 5. We're going to pay advance 12 bowlers. So we're going to have 20 people in the match play portion. So it's going to be either 3 or 4 games qualifying and then 5 games match play, followed by a step ladder. Last year, every tournament entry, a portion of the tournament entry goes towards Invitational Player of the Year awards. Every membership, a portion of the membership goes towards Player of the Year and the Invitational. Last year, we collected enough to, when we combined it with the entries, we got $1,000 for first place. Everybody in the top 20 cashed. And then we had bonus money for the top 8 for the high qualifying round. It was a good event. We had lots of prize money, and again, first place got $1,000, bowling ball from Brunswick, and a jersey from Strike 12 Creations. So thank you to our sponsors for providing that stuff. I mean, it was really great. Our champion last year was Richard Perez. It was a very exciting tournament, very fun. Once we get the step ladder, and even it was really, really good. Again, congratulations to Alhan. He won $300. Good showing at the tournament. Thank you again to all of the bowlers for coming down and making another great event. There was a few other events going on, so thank you. And I know, some people are committed to bowling as many events as they can. Senior bowlers were bowling. Senior scratch bowlers were bowling over in Fountain Valley, I think, at Eddie Katz's event. They wanted to bowl both, but I totally get it. I respect. I love Eddie Katz's tournament. It's great. I love the format. I think Eddie took 4th place in that event, so congratulations, Eddie Katz. I was bowling a tournament last night, and I was talking to him about it, so good event. And then I think there was a junior event as well. We had one junior bowler that came down and bowled ours, and then she cashed. That was Jacqueline Azevedo. So congratulations, you got $80 scholarship coming your way. It should already be deposited into your smart account. that about wraps it up there for the final. You can see the Beat the Beast match on tvebowling.com under the event posting with all the pictures and everything like that. That's all posted there. Final score 231 to 184. All right, well, that about wraps it up. I want to thank you for joining me on this video. I might want to post the Beat the Beast match and do a video as well. Leave questions and comments. Send me some questions if you want, and I'll answer them in that video. It was a fun match. It was an exciting match. It went down to the last shot, and then it went beyond that. So I mean, like, it was pretty cool. Again, next event October 17th. 3 more events till we get to the invitational for anybody that's a member that wants to get more points and try and get into that invitational event. I don't want to spoil the number because I want you to visit the website. So I mean, the points have already been posted. Let me know what you think about the website. However you want. And again, thank you for supporting the Beast Eliminator. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to the Hopper 300 Bowl, Host Center. And my staff. Before I close anything, I want to thank the staff that comes and helps us with our events. Ed Saleh, Ken Maxey Jr. helps us with the lane assignments, and of course my wife Jen, who does all of the score tabulation and is basically she's a whiz at Excel. I mean, like, I can't thank everybody enough. Everybody says compliments me on running these tournaments, and I said I could not do it without the staff that helps me. So I want to thank you all personally, and I do thank you personally, but I want to do it publicly as well. So thank you bowlers. Next event October 17th, and have a great day. We'll see you then.